Caution is out at Michigan. We have a new track mascot. I'm not sure. It's not a beaver. We've ruled out beaver. I'm not sure. A giant squirrel, maybe, huh?
It does look like a really big squirrel.
They've got a scoop shovel out. Now, I'm going to tell you, the last time we went through this, Michael, you and I were at Bristol for the trucks. There was a squirrel. Now we've got confirmation it's a groundhog.
And it's not even Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Remember when we had the squirrel on the loose?
Yeah.
It was a mess.
We did our best to trap him.
I don't know. We got about 3 trucks and about 12 guys. I'm still putting my money on the ground.
Best things we see all day. And right there, 4.9 miles per hour. I don't know what that is on the stopwatch, but Larry,
He's stretching.
it could very well be a new track
Great
record.
bands,
Look
great
at this.
acts.
Look at this. This is going to get good. This is really going to get good. He's got. Oh. All right, we're going to go to break. We'll keep an eye on the groundhog.
Still putting my money on the groundhog.
He's still on the loose. Why does this always happen? Oh, they got him. Look at there.
Thumbs up.
The trivia question of the day: how many safety workers at a racetrack does it take to catch a groundhog that's on the loose? And we don't have an official. Oh, he's gotten away again.
I didn't have a good feeling about it. I told you, I'm still putting my money on the...
They were trying to relocate the groundhog, and he's on the run once more.
That groundhog just wasn't feeling that bucket. Well, we're working on about 11 minutes with this groundhog.
Oh, Jamie, are there any
They got a
animals on
bigger
the
bucket.
loose
They
in
got
the
a bigger bucket.
Well, I'm just watching the crews, all watching the monitors cracking up. Like, is this really happening? We have work to do here. And the 22 specifically, we just talked to them. Brian Wilson, crew chief, said they've been a little bit free in, but overall he's wide open by himself. It's they want to run in traffic a little more to get a better idea how the car will work. But he said entry stability is their focus here as we finish up, and the groundhog continues to win this race in practice.
Oh, this is a
he's
trash
got
can.
A
We got
trash
the-
can.
look at
It's a barrel.
Oh, don't hit it. They've got him surrounded. There he goes.
Uh-oh.
I feel good about it. I feel good about. Oh, he went and got him. He went down and got him, that fella there in the vest. Hey, celebrate good times.
That's all he needed was a bigger bucket.
And the celebration in the garage right of your screen. Heck yeah.
My car's loose and so's a groundhog. That's a bad combination.
The redneck that's about half a case of Coors Light in to go out there with a net, run that thing down. They can just use our crew chief. They're right here so I can watch the show.
Tires. We watch Jamie McMurray here going into turn 3.
And there is your culprit.
Yeah.
It's a brake hose. It'll come off the front or the rear, depending on.
Regan Smith a little slower, and David Reagan goes around. Had a green light
Got some
and goes around.
right rear damage.
Was that the same place
pretty good there.
where Boyer got loose?
I'm pretty sure that's that real crucial area getting into turn 3 where the cars are getting light and loose. Wow, look how early that car came around. I mean, there's nothing you can do as a driver when the car comes around that early.
Now, that's a clock stopper, and who's out on the racetrack again?
Oh, my goodness.
Kevin Harvick.
Are
Wow.
you kidding me?
Wow.
He didn't get a lap again?
Nope.
Oh my.
Different cars finding trouble. Nick Higdon here in the 08 machine spinning here. Not a lot of track time yesterday. Nick was one of the few that did not get a lot of track time. The car was being finished. This is Myatt Snyder. He was the fastest car in practice. He had an issue in qualifying as well.
So they set the field by practice, and we saw Bo Lamastus, another guy who had a bit of a problem earlier today. We had live Xfinity practice this afternoon. That's why ARCA decided not to continue with that. But the guys are getting onto the grid right now and ready to go. You know, I have a feeling he'll still be fast, even though they are in a backup. Pace car is rolling down pit road right now, and we are getting ready to go racing here at Michigan. On the outside is the 77 big-time Ford of Chase Briscoe. Dalton Sargent down to the inside, and the green flag is out here. We're ready to go racing. side looks like he is going to be able to do it and bring the number 8 of Brandon Jones with him. Sargent, coming out of turn number 2, will drop back to 3rd position.
Our top 3 drivers never saw this racetrack. Top 4, for that matter, never saw this racetrack until they got here in May for a test. The guy in 5th, Brady Boswell, wasn't even here in May for the test. Got his first laps yesterday. What an impressive start with these young, fast drivers. Oh, we have a spin, Ray. Looks like the 51 of Chad Finley's gone around.
Oh, and he's right at the entrance to pit road, but it appears that he will not make contact with anything. So far, the ARCA officials have said we're good to go.
Scott Brand on board. This is Chase Briscoe, the race leader, who said his car is really good on long runs.
And we do have our first yellow of the day coming out on lap 28 here at Michigan. A problem on the backstretch. And the 14 has had a problem. Looks like he had a issue on that left front. That is Dustin Knowles.
That is the interliner, Ray.
Yeah.
Left front went kaboom.
Tire
the
problem.
14 of Dustin Knowles. Not a lot of track time for Dustin. Got here this morning working on this brand new race car.
Something, and we've got a problem. Myatt Snyder in the wall, and he has made hard contact. The right side of that Louisiana hot sauce Ford is really damaged, and he was running in 9th position, had worked his way from the back of the field. Boy, what a disappointing day today for this young man. He went to the Toledo Speedway in his first ever career start, picked up a big win, was impressive throughout the course of the day, led the most laps at Pocono, and now for the second time today, he is in the wall here at Michigan.
Travis Braden's on the inside. Braden moves up a little bit. No, nothing to do with that whatsoever. He just got off the gas or something crazy happened where he had to adjust the steering in that car. That's not the place to do it on corner exit.
Sheldon Creed did a nice job of missing this, and right after Snyder got into the wall, the number 19 of David Sear from La Jolla, California, looks like he may have gone up in smoke. So Brandon Jones now with the white flag out here at Michigan. He's a 2-time winner in the ARCA Racing Series, and right now all he's got to do is ease it around. A 6-second differential between him and Chase Briscoe. This one should be in the bag for the driver of the Valvoline Chevrolet.
Yogi Berra's phrase, it's never over till it's over. We thought Kyle Weatherman had the strategy to win this race. Yeah, Jones has the speed now to turn 3 and 4.
Weatherman gambled today. It did not pay off, and he ran out of fuel. But Brandon Jones had plenty. From Atlanta, Georgia, your winner today here at Michigan is Brandon Jones in car number 8.
Brandon Jones picking up a win number 3 here in the ARCA Series. We're going to give him a minute to get out of his car and celebrate here. Nice Gatorade bath for Brandon. Brandon, you picked up the win. You're pulling double duty this weekend. How was the race for you, and do you think you learned enough to take into tomorrow's Xfinity race?
I think so, for sure. This Menards Valvoline Chevy was just so awesome all week long. Kind of got a little worried there at the end. I didn't know if the 52 or 58 can make it there on fuel or not. But obviously, you know, they failed to do that, and we came out on top. So all in all, awesome job by Rainier Racing, and looking forward to getting to the next one.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Tonight, but Sauter will lead them to green at Texas. Sauter jumps out front, and Crafton follows into second.
How about Hemrick jumping to the inside of Corrigan to take over that 3rd spot?
Crafton already looking. Sauter trying to block a bit, but Crafton to the inside for the lead. We haven't even run a lap yet.
And they're 3 wide. Matt Crafton not wasting any time to continue his dominance here.
The first lap is led by Matt Crafton.
Been really fast this week, and felt like we really had something to compete for a win, which we desperately need to get in the chase. So just hate it for all my guys, man. It's a shame.
That's Christopher Bell in the garage, 88 in trouble on the racetrack.
If there could be a bigger story than Christopher Bell, we've just seen it. The 88 of Matt Crafton heard the radio, blew a tire into the wall already. He was the leader, but you can't have problems and get to victory lane. I think he just avoided a major issue by keeping it off the wall any more than he was there.
Yeah, I think he went to turn down in the corner, Todd, and the thing wouldn't turn because the right front tire had deflated.
Yeah, you could see on that shot him coming down the back straightaway. It was a few hundred feet before he got to the corner. You could see the right front of the truck drop down, and he felt that. That's veteran feel right there. See, out of the throttle.
And what about a heads-up move by Johnny Sauter to miss him?
Absolutely. 2 veteran drivers knowing what they're doing.
It'll be a little bit off because you have one new right. Oh, we got trouble right there.
Tyler Reddick
Looks like
was
a right
running
rear tire here.
Reddick was running 5th.
Looks like I think a right rear tire went down on that truck.
Up under. They can pull that back.
Yeah, I think that tire was going down there. He had a problem right now. You see how slow he is. Timothy Peters drives by him. Then he's going to get to the corner here, and he chases it. He knows he has a problem. He's doing all he can do to maintain control.
And again, good thing you didn't get into the wall and do even more damage. Here you're on board with him. Yeah, you hear it all the way back there in turn 2.
Oh, yeah. He tried to maintain too much speed when he got down here in this corner. I'm not sure why he was maintaining that speed, because he needed to come to pit road regardless right there. I don't know. And then he did stop in his pit. Rico now is up to the 3rd spot.
Mike Bliss in the 63 with an issue.
That was just seconds before the caution clock was gonna bring out the caution flag. You can see the damage to that Mittler Brothers truck.
Last week, the Mittler brothers, last Wednesday, they were having a conversation on the phone and said, what are you doing next week?
Looks like maybe a left front tire or something went down.
Yeah.
You mentioned the fact that the right side tires were up. Something obviously went wrong with that truck. Looked like maybe a left front tire or something broke up there in the front.
When Mike got out, he came around and looked at the right front. I think he thinks he had a right front flat, but obviously figured out how to do it. Roll up early, coast a little bit, ease back into the
throttle. Trouble!
It's the 05 of Townley. Townley was inside the top 10. We just watched Townley and Kennedy and Rico Abreu.
Now Junior Joyner has a decision to make. He's got one set of sticker tires left. We've got 48 laps to go right now.
This is exactly what Junior didn't need to see.
Yeah, and our clock is done. We will not see the caution clock anymore because it would run out inside of 20 laps to go. He wanted to see the caution clock run out this time. You know, we will have another caution flag at some point.
So Crafton has, as we see John West Townley up there, lose control, and
a great job keeping that truck out of the wall, though.
Tyler Reddick gets the free pass on this caution.
See that he'd lift the rear tires up trying to keep that truck out of the outside wall, and that's exactly what it did.
Good run right there.
William Byron, the 18-year-old from Charlotte.
Ooh, Rico's in the fence. Rico's in the wall.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah, he got up behind him, got the little arrow push, and it put him right in the fence.
What a race-winning move by William Byron to take that high line away from Rico.
Stay in green.
Rico still has his foot in it.
The white flag, 1 to go. William Byron trying to hold on for the win.
Oh,
Rico's in the wall again.
He probably blew that right front tire.
Cut a tire down.
What a shame.
Yeah, the right front tire looks like it's down on Rico's truck. He loses a spot to Johnny Sauter right there.
William Byron is bringing it home. The teenager is doing it again. His second career win. William Byron, victorious at Texas.
Rico's got nothing to be ashamed of, folks. That was an incredible drive he had.
Well, there he is, William Byron, victory lane for the second time this year in his young career. Awesome performance. What a great performance by you and your race team. First of all, the final 5 or 6 laps, you run down the 88 of Crafton, you take the lead, and then here comes the 98. of Rico Abreu. Walk us through those last couple of laps and the race-winning move probably when you moved up the racetrack to drive to victory lane.
Yeah, I found the top earlier in the race, and it didn't work that well, lap 15 to 20 in the run, but once I could get laps on the tires, it was really good, and it's just all about heart. I mean, honestly, it's you just got to want it, and my team wants it, and I see that every day, and we had a Vietnam veteran here today with Liberty University, and it's just really cool to have Liberty University support and have a fast Toyota Tundra.
When did you realize you had a shot to win this race? You guys were top 5 pretty much the entire race, made a couple adjustments, and the side-by-side racing with the 88 towards the end.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, we didn't have it that good till the last run, but Rudy fixed me up the last run, and I just can't thank everyone enough. Kyle, Samantha, KBM, all the fans. It was a great crowd tonight.
William Byron's in victory lane in Texas.
Tomorrow starts 9th today. On the front row, Alex Bowman, Eric Jones. Behind him, Elliott Sadler, Justin Allgaier. We are green in the Irish Hills of Michigan.
Doesn't look like Alex got clear. Now going down there into turn 1, they're still side by side.
He got a good start,
He
but
did.
Jones was able to really hang tough down there on the bottom. I like what I'm seeing, though. He's keeping the momentum up high, and he's going to get a push from his teammate, Justin Allgaier, down the back straightaway.
I'm surprised Jones is able to hang in there. A lot of pushing and shoving from the 19 there.
It's 19 of Daniel Suarez behind the orange 7 of Justin Allgaier. Look at Elliott Sadler trying to make some gains down in that low lane.
That was impressive. He dove into that turn really deep and was able to grab that spot away from Suarez.
It doesn't look like these guys think this track's very slick. They're making some moves. Middle of 1 and 2. Kyle Busch is going to get the lead here and clear. Alex Bowman on the outside of Menard, and he's going to clear down the back.
Caution out, 3rd of the day. It's with the 25 of Chris Cockrum.
Wow, that just goes to show you the intense speed. Just on a restart, how much damage you do when you here at Michigan and run into the wall. That car is tore up.
Yeah, we see it late, but it looks like the car got out from under him and backed it into the fence in the middle of 1 and 2.
And that's a big break for our wave around guys.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. Those guys were short on fuel, so they'll get to come down pit road. God, I think he can.
Work hard. He's working hard. He's giving it all he's got.
Remember, these two were at the front at California, our other 2-mile track. Kyle Busch had that problem on the final lap. Suarez nearly won that one, but ran out of fuel. Lap and a half to go. Suarez looking outside. That's J.J. Yaley, the lap car in front of him.
Suarez is running the bottom of the track. That's where Yaley's at. Oh, he's going to get there.
Kyle's struggling just a little bit.
Here we come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Side by side at the start-finish line. 2 miles remain. Can Suarez make it stick?
Outside.
Kyle's right there. Suarez is going to bury it down in the corner here. I think he's clear. He's going to get the position. Daniel Suarez looking at his first win.
Don't even look in that mirror. Give me this corner right here one more time.
That is great advice. Just keep your eyes on the road. Can you hold off one of the best ever in the Xfinity Series and grab your first win on the last lap pass?
Kyle Busch has won 80 times in the Xfinity Series, but it's not going to happen today. First time ever for Daniel Suarez. Checkered flag gets it at Michigan.
That was exciting. Unbelievable. We got a last lap pass for the win.
Here he is, Jamie.
Celebration all around, hugs. First time here. Daniel, your long journey to get here. Growing up in Mexico, all the different racing series that it took to get here to this level, what does this moment standing in victory lane mean to you?
I just have no words, honestly. I don't think I can speak English or Spanish right now, honestly. I can thank enough all these guys for all the hard work, Jockey Racing, for put all the confidence on me, Irish, Toyota, Telcel in Mexico, Coca-Cola, everyone who helped to put all this program together. It's amazing.
Good job, buddy. Congrats on the first one.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. He's just unbelievable. I have no words to describe what I'm feeling right now.
Everything you overcame today, a pit road speeding penalty early, you didn't have a clutch there on the last pit stop, and the biggest feat of all, passing the boss man, Kyle Busch. What was that moment like?
This machine is unbelievable. It was unbelievable fast. Everyone in this 19 Harris to ARCA did an amazing job. Definitely the fastest car out there. I have no words to describe what I'm feeling right now. Juniper, he's just unbelievable. And to win this weekend, you know, on the side of my friend Eric Jones for his loss, his dad, he's just unbelievable. I would like to dedicate this victory to Eric and his family.
Very nice. Let's talk about, real quick, the last lap. It looked picture perfect from this point of view, passing Kyle right at the start-finish line with 1 to go. What's going through your mind, and what are you hearing around you?
I was hearing through my mind, do not see to the mirror, just drive hard, like you've been doing all day. And he's just unbelievable, crazy up there. My sport, he did an amazing job all day long, keeping me calm, because after that penalty, I was so disappointed with myself. But that's what happens when you have a fast car, so very excited. Now also to take Xfinity to put a great series together.
Speak a little Spanish real quick to all your fans watching. You've got a lot of them out there, Daniel.
Gracias. Todos por su apoyo. Gracias.
Woo! Daniel Suarez wins it for the first time here in Michigan.
Back, hold them back. The green flag's in the air, and let's go racing, boys.
Look at Kyle Busch, 3 wide up the middle. He's not worried about that first turn.
He loves an opportunity like this. Man, that 22 washed up the hill big time off 2 over there.
Now remember, on the initial start, no passing until the start-finish line, but restarts today are going to be wild.
I think right here is where it's going to get a little edgy.
Yeah, turn 3's been a trouble spot. Oh, we got a car sideways at 21 of Ryan Blaney.
Right up in the middle of the field, I mean, but he held on to it.
DW, I think they're going to come around here clean on the first lap.
Truex the leader, Hamlin second, Stewart third, Logano fourth.
Nobody made a long enough run yesterday to get a good reading on fuel.
Turn 4.
Martin Truex Jr. spun in turn 4.
Saved it.
Caution waves. Now Keselowski technically is the leader. Truex has spun. He was the second place car and the first among those who had stopped. So lap 45, the yellow comes out for an unlikely swerve over the nose. Look what happens to the hood.
Those hood flaps open up, and man,
that's what happens when the air changes direction and gets all that pressure up underneath the hood. It just basically almost blows it off.
Now the hood's made of carbon fiber. It doesn't bend, but underneath it are metal hinges, and they're trying to get those hinges down so that the hood ends up back in its original position.
Yeah, there's hinges out on the outer corners, but inside there where they're hitting on it, those are actually to allow the teams to open up the hood and it stay open in the garage. Aggressive going in there and lost the car. It looked like it bounced a little bit too. I don't know if he got on the splitter there and went up the racetrack.
That's what he's complained about, Jeff. Like, you know, he said about the sway bar and other things. He's asking about the car. Something's not right with that race car.
3 wide.
Oh, it's somebody's blowing up down the back there.
Boy, he is.
Big time.
But that's
in the 3 here. He's in the 3. Hang on to it.
Well, we got 5 flames coming out.
Just keep it up top here. Drag it up top, and I'll get you across. About 7 more.
Too much traffic. Too much traffic to come down to pit road until the last car passes. Here he comes. That cockpit full of smoke, flames everywhere.
It blew up big. Fireball.
Wow. Boy, that, you know how rare that is these days to see an engine let go like that?
Evidently no flames in the cockpit. He's able to drive the thing back to the garage.
Smoky.
But 4 weeks in a row, Kyle Busch will finish 30th or worse.
We knew something was going on with this race car, Mike. We didn't know exactly what it was, but that's huge.
Oh, that's big. Look at the flames. I guarantee it got hot in there after that. It's pretty amazing the flames went out the way they did. I'm almost wondering is there a fire extinguisher system in there that maybe put that fire out?
He probably got the clutch. That's an oil fire most likely from the engine blowing up, and he got the clutch in, and then the engine quit turning, and then it stopped spraying oil everywhere.
And as you know, DW, if there's a hole, you know, in that engine block or the pan, and that engine's turning over, it's just blowing oil everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, you put the clutch in, try to stop the engine from rotating so it just doesn't continue to push oil out.
And with a flame, a fuel supply, and a 150-mile-an-hour rush of air, you got to blow
all those guys.
Stewart blasted out into fourth.
Oh,
hard on the wall goes. Is that Allmendinger?
And Dale Jr. coming across in front of traffic.
Hold the brake here, man. You all right? Yeah. Hey guys, this is fixable here, so we're going to have to get the right side tires on it. Right side tires at clearance first.
Damage to Allmendinger and Earnhardt coming off turn number 2, trying to go 3 wide.
Lack of downforce that's in this package. We see
he's right in
Dale
here.
Jr. go underneath A.J. Allmendinger, 3 wide between the 34. The 34 actually got loose of Chris Buescher, just made slight contact with the 88, sent him into the outside fence.
And Allmendinger too.
Well,
both of them got in the wall.
Scrambling right here. That could have been even worse. And I think they're going to have to go to the garage with that car.
Yeah, that's
the 47. Yeah, I just saw him.
I think that's more damage than they think they have on the 88.
Look at that,
a lot of damage here.
The whole right side.
That's garage.
And that is no pun.
That's garage.
Of Allmendinger's car. Let's take our nationwide inside ride with Dale Jr. up in turn number 2.
Line. Middle. In the middle now. And outside. Big impact up there. Got cleaned out by the 47. Hold the brake here, man.
Those are some hard licks, Mike.
Yep.
Boy, that's such a big impact that look at this right here. This padding right here is supposed to go between your knees to protect you in a impact and also hold your knee in place through the G-loads in the corners. It knocked it all the way around on top of his knee. That's how big that impact was.
Oh, you could hear it.
The 88
car
goes
on the bottom here.
to the inside, and the 34 has a good run going right here. Unfortunately, the back of the car just comes around ever so slightly. Not a lot. So does Junior. He gets a little loose. Both of them do. Just that slight contact, and now both of them go heavy into the outside wall.
Yeah, that's really hard right here when the car comes around a little on the back and then slaps the front like that. That's a hard lick.
Now, Junior Spotter called out Allmendinger, but I didn't see any fault on AJ's part there.
Not at all. No, not at all.
I'd say the 34 car on the bottom got a little wee bit loose and started
right
that
there.
whole thing.
You saw the smoke from his contact with Dale. Wow. Vince.
With Dale Earnhardt Jr., and we heard it on the radio. Sounded like you took a big hit. You okay?
I wasn't too bad, actually. I knew I was going to hit the wall. The 34 just drove in the left rear quarter panel, man. I don't know. I mean, when you're on them restarts and all that, you got a responsibility to try to take care of everybody out there, even when you're 3 wide. And I'm disappointed in that. But you know, we had a pretty good car, and we were just kind of taking our time there, and the car was great. So it's a shame.
Can you evaluate the new package? Everybody wants to know, how is the package? Did you run enough to have an evaluation of it yet?
It's not a whole lot different than the other package, you know. I think we talk about packages too much.
Thanks, Junior.
I agree. I totally agree with Junior.
Junior made his commentary debut yesterday on our Xfinity race and did a great job. But he has a short Sunday after this crash in turn number 2.
Oh, caution out.
Caution in turn 1. Car up on the wall, Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Oh, sorry, Earnhardt. You're right.
In turn 2.
I get those cars mixed up.
They look so much alike.
Yeah, that far away. That's not good when you get in that gray.
Oh, fire.
That could be Jeffrey Earnhardt again.
Yeah.
After damage from the right side. Caution is out.
Barely made it.
Got another fire down here on the end of pit road. Right front's erupted.
And that is Jeffrey Earnhardt, our fourth generation Sprint Cup driver. Adam Petty was the first. And Jeffrey, great-grandson of Ralph, grandson of Dale, son of Kerry, has brought out the caution for the second time here. Jamie?
Well, Austin Dillon was having a good day, but he just radioed and said he thinks he has a flat left rear. Says it feels flat, so they are ready for him just in case he brings it down
Nice
pit road.
and stable getting in. It's allowing him to make some of those moves. And here we see Jeffrey Earnhardt with the he had damage from when he hit that. That right front was damaged already.
Yeah, they put tires on it, sent him back out, and didn't get everything fixed up. Matt DiBenedetto returns from the garage area. And Earnhardt out of his car. Will disconnect the radio hose. He's okay. Tough day for the Earnhardts. Dale Jr. in the garage after a crash with Chris Buescher and A.J. Allmendinger back at lap 62. The latest victim is Regan Smith.
Right in front of our leader, Chase Elliott. That was close.
Looked like a tire. I mean, that thing just shot right.
I'm guessing maybe a tire problem.
That looked what it looked like.
Right front was down when he came to go.
Yeah, and the way it just kind of jumped. It jumped dead right. I mean, like something happened to the right front there.
Car around in the wall, backstretch, tail of the field.
There's about 3 cars. Danica's one of them. There's another couple of cars. Casey Mears.
Casey Mears.
I think Brian Scott and Casey Mears got together, and that started that at lap 155. Caution is out for the 7th time.
Wow, these restarts are crazy.
And that was way at the back.
Yeah, I don't think that was Danica. There she got a little bit of damage, but it was that 44 car that I saw.
Right, probably this group right there. That's Brian Scott on the bottom, Danica up above. Casey Mears is going to be right in the middle here.
Yeah, he gets loose, and the 44 gets to his left rear, makes him even looser, and he comes up and makes contact, the 10 of Danica. Ooh. And then she barely clips the 44. Brian Scott turns him into the outside wall. Just hard racing.
Doesn't take much contact at these speeds, does it?
No, well, we've seen trouble off that corner already earlier with Dale Jr. Chris Buescher in the 47 car. Very similar situation.
Okay, pretty good front impact there with Brian Scott. Lifts the rear tires off the ground.
Okay, it continues. He's 29th, but still on the lead lap.
Whoa, the 6 of gets
trouble.
Loose.
They got to be trouble right there, guys. There's trouble everywhere.
The 42, I think, is loose up on the 21.
And ahead of that, Blaney hit the wall.
Blaney, yes.
His car is, it's the whole right side's caved on the 21.
8th caution of the day. Ryan Blaney, one of those involved.
I don't know if Blaney getting loose had anything to do with Bain getting loose underneath Jimmy Johnson further back, or it just happened to happen right at the same time.
Here's Bain on the bottom here in the white car.
Dives in there pretty deep.
He's going to lose the back end, and then it gets right into Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, he's trying to
twice.
Johnson gets the wall, and but then the Blaney's in here somewhere.
He's up ahead of them.
Yeah,
Blaney's
he's up ahead of this. It was a separate incident with 21. Yeah, he's just sliding right there.
Yep. You heard the tire. You heard the tire squad.
Now Blaney was in 12th place and was ahead of the Bain-Johnson incident.
I did notice on Blaney's steering wheel, we see what happened here with Blaine. Yeah, he just gets loose, gets into Johnson.
All right, here's what Trevor Bain said.
I just got really loose there, man. It wasn't intentional with the 48, just so he knows. Yeah, it's fine.
Have not been to victory lane this season. Oh, front straightaway. A car blew a tire. Hamlin.
Is that Denny Hamlin?
Man, that car went for a ride, guys.
Heard the tire let go down right past start-finish line.
That thing never slowed down.
Is out with 12 laps to go.
I thought he was going to hit the end of the pit wall down there, but he cleared that and went all the way to the inside pit wall down there, just outside the pits.
He was running 12th.
You know, remember he had contact with the 41 car. There's a little bit of damage on that left rear tire, or we saw a little bit of tire smoke with the 11. I wonder if they ever pulled that out, or I don't think they ever made it back to pit road, actually, to be able to even do that. So I wonder if that contributed to this left rear blowing. It's not very often you see that happen.
He's coming.
Right there.
Here he comes.
You can just see it go sideways.
Left rear.
Wow.
Yeah, heard the tire let go right about here.
You're just along for a ride as a driver right there.
It must be a left rear, Mike, because both right sides looked up.
I think the right front went after maybe he slid through.
Watch how fast he goes through here.
Luckily, that splitter was digging in and really slowing the car down.
Yes.
Wow. Bam.
And he missed the end of pit wall. Both which, along with this wall, protected by a safer barrier.
You can see the right front pop right there.
Yep.
Yeah. You can see that left rear is blown out.
And in the great words of Ken Squire, great grandma, put your teeth in your pocketbook for this one. It's about to get wild with 7 laps to go.
I love that.
And one car is that Castle coasting on the apron in turn 4. I believe he'll make it back. Logano's going to pass him on the apron and come around as the white flag waves. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Castle gets to pit road, no issue there. Logano, 0.8 of a second over Chase Elliott. Logano looking for his first win of the year. Elliott and Kyle Larson, their first Sprint Cup win ever.
Logano, Mike, from the pole, which that's a max points, as they say.
Yeah, this team, this driver's done an excellent job putting himself in this position to get this first win of the season.
Joey Logano in Roger Penske's Ford becomes the 10th different winner this year.
And down there for the celebration are Jamie Little.
Steering wheel in hand. Joey Logano led 138 laps today. Haven't been here in victory lane, and it's a beer bath since Talladega last year. Joey, so many unanswered questions coming into this day with this new setup, the new package, the different tire. How did you adapt to it so quickly and dominate the way you did?
Yeah, it's Team Penske, a great race car. Everyone did a great job, like I said, after qualifying. Everyone did a great job understanding what this package was going to do and put together a great race car. For me, it was a lot of fun racing with Chase there at the end and Larson. They had the restarts figured out down there in the bottom, pushing each other, but I still felt like I had to take the top. But yeah, I wasn't excited about seeing all those cautions, but what a great finish. I got to thank Shell, Pennzoil, obviously, everyone else that helps us, AutoZone, Auto Trader, Wheels Up, Ford. This is in their backyard, Rogers' backyard. This is the great place to win.
All right, Joey, let's get real. Short run speed hasn't been your forte this year, but you dominated it today. I talked to your crew chief, Todd Gordon. He said we made 1 mistake on 1 restart and fixed it. What was it?
I don't know, he hasn't told me yet. I don't want to know too much inside the car. I just got to know the bare necessities of what I need to know as a driver to get the most out of the car and, you know, and to be able to adjust inside the car what I needed to do. But perfect execution. This team, we've been knocking on the door for a win here all season. We got that all-star win, but it's nice to get that win and lock ourselves into the chase. But to see the execution this team had throughout the day, having the perfect weekend like this with the start on the front row, the pole, and being have good pit stops and stay up in the top 2 the whole race. There's a lot to be said about this team.
It's not just another racetrack, though. It's your boss man's backyard. Roger Penske, Edsel Ford was here to witness it. I'm sure he's standing here in victory lane. How extra special is that for you in this organization?
It's really special. I wish Roger was here. I'm sure he's watching on TV right now, but thank you for the great car. And obviously being in the backyard of Ford, it means so much. But our thoughts and prayers, too, go out to yeah, that incident happened in Miami there last night. That's gosh, I can't believe that, but you know, God has some crazy ways of things working out sometimes, but I don't understand that one, but great to be here in Victory Lane.
Well said. Congratulations. Joey Logano wins at Michigan. Chris?